Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update, emergency UN meeting over Jerusalem. We are December 9, 2017. Now this meeting took place yesterday, Friday, December 8, 2017. And effectively, the United Nations held an emergency meeting over President Trump and his declaration of Jerusalem as Israel's capital and his intention to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv. The UN has informed President Trump's announcement has ruined the chance for peace in the Middle East. And this is a quote from Nikolai Mladenov, and he is the UN Special Coordinator for the Middle East peace process. So this is the man, the go-to man for the UN on Middle East peace. And he states, the United Nations has repeatedly declared that any unilateral decision that seeks to alter the character and status of Jerusalem, or that may alter these long-standing principles, could seriously undermine the current peace efforts and may have repercussions across the region. And again, that's Nikolai Mladenov of the UN, Special Coordinator for Middle East peace. We also have a quote from Riyad Mansour, UN ambassador and permanent observer for Palestine. And he quotes, the status of Jerusalem cannot be unilaterally altered or determined by any state, and this decision by the U.S. should be reconsidered and rescinded. The extremely regrettable announcement has heightened tensions and risks the complete destabilization of this volatile situation. And again, that is Riyad Mansour, the permanent observer and ambassador to the UN for Palestine. So it makes me wonder how he got that, quote, permanent observer position. The United States and Israel responded with a different tone and approach at the emergency meeting. The United States was represented by Nikki Haley, U.S. ambassador to the UN. Israel was represented by their ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon. And here's a quote from Danny Danon, Israeli ambassador to the UN. The United States has the courage and true understanding of justice to officially state what has always been known, that Jerusalem has and always will be the capital of Israel. The embassy of the United States belongs in Israel's capital. We are grateful to the United States for its courageous decision. We call on the nations of the world to join us this year in Jerusalem, the capital of the state of Israel. And again, that's Danny Danon, Israeli ambassador to the UN. Now, Nikki Haley, U.S. ambassador to the UN, she also had some comments. And here's the following quote from Ms. Haley. Over many years, the United Nations has outrageously been one of the world's foremost centers of hostility toward Israel. The UN has done much more damage to prospects of Middle East peace than to advance them. We remain committed to achieving a lasting peace agreement. We support a two-state solution if agreed to by the parties. And again, that's Nikki Haley, U.S. ambassador to the UN. Now, Jordan, for their part, they manage the security of the holy sites in Jerusalem, and they've stated nothing has changed. And this is from Sima Bahous, Jordan UN representative. And I quote, the kingdom believes that any unilateral decisions to build a new situation on the ground are null and void. The protection of Jerusalem and its holy places for all religions. Okay. Bottom line is this: Egypt, United Kingdom, France, Russia, Sweden, and Japan have made strong public statements condemning President Trump's declaration. Now, the Arab world's obviously up in arms, and that'll be another post coming out later today as well, the Arab reaction to this. Now, if you're interested in more detail, this article, all the notes come from jazeera.com, convenes emergency meeting, Jerusalem decision. Link will be provided if you're interested in checking this out. So the bottom line is this: the countries of the world are literally wringing their hands over Jerusalem. And I go back to the initial verse, Zechariah 12:2, part A, behold, I'm going to make Jerusalem a cup that causes reeling to all the peoples around. And I mean, that's the state of our world today, is looking at Zechariah 12, verse 2. Everybody's freaking out about Jerusalem. The rest of the world does not see President Donald Trump to be a viable peace broker in the Middle East peace process. The world is scrambling for a person to take the lead on the issue. And I'm going to make the argument President Trump's actions may, I emphasize may, be paving the way for the Antichrist. Leadership will emerge. So do your own homework on this. Don't take the bald guy sitting here talking about it. You want to look into this stuff, because if this is the time, this is about to get real serious with eternal consequences and big time implications for the planet. And there's an article that's provided, timesofisrael.com. France, U.S. excluded itself from the peace process. The world's lining up to get rid of Donald Trump on this issue, but somebody's going to have to lead it. The Bible states in Daniel 7 and Revelation chapters 13 and 17, a man will emerge from a group of a 10-nation conglomerate or a 10-nation group of men. Somebody is going to come out of a group of 10. 3 are going to get knocked out and one's going to assume power. That's what it says. He's going to be a really bad dude. And I've written extensively about this in regards to the Antichrist. PaulThePope.com, key category is Antichrist Beast. So check it out. Is this the time? I don't know, but sure see how some dominoes appear to be in place for the next step of this. And, that would be a 10-nation federation emerging on the global scene to deal with Middle East peace. So appreciate you guys listening. Hope you have a good day. Check out PaulThePope.com, keyword Antichrist, Beast, Jerusalem, peace process. Take care. Bye.